And welcome back to the Broken Respawn podcast, where we talk all things gaming, streaming, and other things that interest us. I am the fairly hairless TBSliver, and I'm joined by the furry monstrosity SarinTal.
Scruffy-looking SarinTal. Get it right.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder. There we go.
Exactly.
How are we this, for me, drizzly and slightly dreary day? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It has been a couple of weeks.
It has, it's been a weird couple of weeks. Continuing to get weirder due to the announcement, 2 hours ago or something like that?
Not even for me.
Not even for you.
But, yeah.
Our dear Queen, because I'm British and Sarin is Canadian, has passed away, and we now unfortunately have Charles at the helm. It was nice knowing you all.
This was a gaming stream, not a political one.
Nope. Commiserations to the royal family, and that's it for that. On to
gaming news. Gaming news?
On to gaming news. There is none. What's going on at the moment? There's very little anything going on in, like, Kremlin is constantly posting new things, but there's very, it's minimal news.
Yeah, I mean, there's D23 going on right now.
D23?
The Disney Expo.
Oh yes, and Disney have announced a new MMORPG-ish, like,
something,
please give us your money thing. Yes, it looks interesting, kind of.
What was it? That wasn't Legend. No, that wasn't Legends of Word. Let me look at the Disney
something or other. Yeah, but it's sort of like, it's definitely making use of things like the Kingdom Hearts assets and stuff. But it's like you can run around and talk to, like, Goofy and all the others.
Was it Dreamlight Valley?
Dreamlight Valley. That sounds right.
From what I heard, it was supposed to be very similar to, like, Stardew Valley.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's sort of a not romance. I wanted to say romance sim, but that's entirely the wrong thing. That's entirely the wrong genre. Holy crap! Relationship and farming simulator, because one of the major bits for Stardew is actually the relationships you build with the community in there, and the one random someone that you decide, you know what, let's get you married.
It looks very Simish.
Yeah,
it's on the Steam. It's on the Steam store. If you want to go take a couple of photos. Show them off
when Steam wakes up. But it's there was Disney Dreamlight Valley Ultimate Edition. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yes, I saw this because it's available on Game Pass.
Oh, there you go.
Much to its obviously, I am not going to be showing any of the music. But
let's not go there.
I can do that.
The mouse will not be pleased.
The mouse will be unhappy. I mean, they're probably going to be unhappy enough that we're showing things. But, you got the characters from various Disney films. The castle that's not big, definitely not big enough, because we actually have castles over here. We know how big they are. And I think you're just as a personally customizable character.
We're allowed to do this. This is promoting their content. This is not us, trying to sell it or anything, but
I mean, true. I've got to be honest, though, I don't know how many of our audience will play this, but
Lady Sarin definitely will.
That's fair. Okay, Wreck-It Ralph's in it. I'm sold already. Timon and Pumbaa, Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, no, hands up. I'm going to play it now.
I'm sorry. We had the wizard from Sword in the Stone, Merlin.
Well, that's going back a few years. Yes,
he's still by far my favorite character.
Okay, it has been a long time.
All right. Am I seeing any Star Wars?
I've not seen any Star Wars specific.
Come on.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that exists.
Come on. You could do it.
It looks to be all their... it looks to be all their unique things.
Their fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Stitch. You've got Wally.
Yeah, but they're owned by them through Pixar. They actually own the characters rather than with Star Wars and stuff. They'd have to probably pay a rather substantial amount to thingy.
They own everything LucasArts now.
I bet you there's some legalities in that of like who they own, or maybe they'd like as well with it being very combat. There's a lot more combat in that sort of game rather than that sort of thing rather than the little bit more whimsical.
Even on their D23 Expo like splash banner, they've got R2D2 on the Anaheim Convention Center. R2D2 is there right beside Elsa.
Oh yeah.
It's official. R2D2 is a Disney princess.
The best one. that means a friend of mine is actually drives a Disney princess for as a hobby. He's one of the local droid builders. His droid is accurate enough. It's licensed properly. So he's a droid builders of the UK. He tours with it.
I've seen some of those droid builders, and one of the most impressive ones I've seen is that, you know how R2 in every scene his arm compartment opens and it's a different attachment?
Yes.
There was one I saw that had a rotating cylinder inside for the different arm
awesome
attachments, and they would come up, and so you'd have the splicing tool, or you'd have the arc welder, something would come out, and it's like, okay, you put some thought into this.
Yeah. No, I've seen some very, very impressive ones. I think my friend's been trying to do. It's not. Why have I forgotten his name? The new one, Mr. Ball.
BB-8.
BB-8. He's not doing BB-8. He's doing the Sith variant.
BD-90.
BB-90. That's one. Yeah, he's doing that.
Bravo Delta.
Bravo Delta 90. Oh yeah, he's building one of them.
9 Echo.
9E. Oh okay. Bravo Delta 9 Echo. There we go. That's why Princess Leia likes R2 so much. And moving swiftly onwards. But yeah, no, okay. I'm unsurprised Star Wars isn't in there. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Star Wars ends up in there, but there's a lot less cartooniness to the Star Wars universe. I know there is the whole
Bad Batch series.
Was
Rebels.
Was the Bad Batch cartoon?
Yeah.
Well, animated.
Or CG animated,
CG. Yeah, same with
Rebels.
Rebels.
Oh, no. Yeah,
No.
Rebels and any of the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars. That was the one I was trying to think of. My brain works honest.
No, it doesn't.
No, really does not at the moment.
No, it doesn't.
But I'm unsurprised with all. I'm kind of unsurprised with that, even so. Yeah, but it should be interesting. I might have to take a little bit of a look just to see. Considering I've got access to it without paying for it, so I can install it, go it sucks, and close it again if I don't like it at all. I've seen one streamer on my Twitch that's actually trying it, and I think that might have been just a hey, look at this streamer sort of thing, rather than an one. No, it is actually. No, there are a couple of people actually doing it. Yeah, so I might go and have a little nosy and see what's going on. But yeah, what other things have you been up to then, apart from
preparing for an interview?
Oh yes.
That has been the biggest thing I've been doing, is making sure that everything for me is prepared for that interview on the 16th, as well as I've applied to become the event organizer for the local Beyblade community.
Oh, okay.
A little bit away from the digital gaming aspect. Me and my little guy really bonded over, just Beyblades in general. Mm-hmm. And it was really fun that one Friday we went out to battle against a couple of other guys. And that's one of those things I'm starting up. Yeah. And it's fun. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's easy enough.
Well, that's true. I mean, how is your? I remember you saying you were buying a satellite dish as a Beyblade arena. How's that gone? Is that working well?
It is another one of those projects that is waiting for a rainy day.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, hey, if you get Beyblade coordinator, then maybe the rainy day will have to be sooner.
Actually, no, because there are specific legal stadiums that are required.
Oh, right, okay.
So they don't allow for those like custom stadiums. Yeah, they have. There's like 2 stadiums that, half course, are only made by Takara Tomy in Japan, so they have to be sourced. And they're the only legal ones that are available. But I will find out more once I do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if your satellite dish one will be fine as a sort of practice secondary one. But if you're doing official tournaments, you'll have to use their official.
Yeah, it's completely fine. I mean, I've got the support attached to it. I've got the holes epoxied. I just got to sand it down, paint it. Put the barriers up. It's more the.
When you next get a chance to work on it, you should post some pictures to Twitter or something, because there'll be people that are interested in that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I gotta set up an account and everything. I've kind of roped Jet into helping me do the whole social media thing because Kremlik's busy with everyone else's profiles. It's like
that's fair. That's fair. Hey,
who can I sucker in from my community to do this?
That's fine. That's fine. We can put it to a quick back end vote whether or not whether we'll let Jet into the higher echelons of Broken Respawn. But that should be fine. He'll get roped into other bits. I mean, it would be unsurprising anyway. But yeah.
I mean, who knows? I might end up having a Beyblade segment on my YouTube channel.
That would be cool. That would be something I can't say I've come across yet.
Look for it.
Okay, it's one of those ones. It's just not popped up in my. Yeah, that's like Magic and Pokemon cards. There is just so much content on there. It's just.
It doesn't come across your feed because you haven't mentioned Beyblade enough around your Google devices.
Give it 10 minutes now. I'll get like adverts the entire day because what am I but surrounded by devices that are listening right now, including you lot.
Right.
So
and all of a sudden you're gonna start, you log into YouTube. It's like, oh, there's a Beyblade channel. There's a Beyblade channel. There's a Beyblade channel. I'll just how many of them are there?
I will. If I see one suggested on my main account, I will post a picture to you saying it took this long. We'll know that today was the day it started. But yeah, I can't say I've ever played Beyblade, but that probably because when they came, when did they come out? I'm sure they came out when we were both in school.
They've come out when we were. I'm gonna say.
Oh God, going into secondary school for me. So 99.
Yeah. But they have evolved since then.
I remember having the occasional cheap sort of spinning top toy that used a ripcord style thing, but some of those were just crappy.
I had a knockoff one with the Beyblades are supposed to be about this big, and then I had the metal disc that was about that big.
So you just went into your dad's garage and just got the saw blade out and stuck it to the top, right?
I could have. I very well could have.
Oh, it's dangerous. But I can guarantee that they were banned almost immediately from every school near me because it's just like high velocity stuff in kids' hands, especially as I went to an all boys school. That's going to end badly. No,
they were banned for the same reason that like Pogs and Pokemon were banned.
Pogs were not banned for us.
What?
Because Pogs came in when I was in primary school, like 95. And they lasted for about 2 or 3 years. I've still got my Pogs. So I think they're in my parents' house. But I still got them all, because why not? I did try collecting them, and some of them were very cool. But they kind of just died out. I think they eventually got limited on what you could do. Like I think they limited like you weren't allowed to trade or do certain game types. Because people were just losing stuff left, right, and center and getting very upset.
They were outright banned because people were going to the point of stealing, the Pogs from other people's lockers, stealing Pokemon cards.
Yeah, there was no lockers in my school. Everything was in your bag, and your bag was with you all the time. So different case.
That's easier for you,
yeah. I mean, I'm also like from a small village, so we knew everybody, everyone knew each other. It was kind of like, yeah, that wasn't going to go down very well.
No, that didn't work for here.
But yeah, no, Pogs, God. Pogs have gone. I think I would not be surprised if there isn't much apart from like die-hard collectors, because I don't think they're made anymore.
I've seen a few around. Not many, but there's the odd place that might be able to get them.
Yeah, milk caps. Was the other name, because they used to be they were designed originally as the card tops from milk caps. So that's why they didn't take off in the UK until they came out as a registered sort of thing you could get, because ours were just foil tops.
Okay,
so that was the difference. But I don't think it looks like apart from Etsy sellers and some the occasional assorted ones that people have. Ultra rare Pogs is just like, yeah. I think they've died out.
I mean, you might want to go check your collection against see what stuff is valued at. You might be a millionaire.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to go through. Maybe not a millionaire, but I might fetch a couple of quid for them.
You might make enough to actually fly out here and hang out for a bit.
Fair.
And then we'll do a quick podcast with Sliver and the genius Beyblading.
Oh god, that'd be hilarious. Yes, and me getting my ass thoroughly handed to me because I don't know how to play.
You pull a cord.
I'd still manage to screw it up.
I mean, yeah.
Speaking of screwing up, how many times did we not? Pardon, how's my hand? Oh god, fine. Actually, I can feel where I burnt my thumb. For those that don't know,
well, that's good.
Yeah, I for those that don't know, the clip is actually in my Mistakes Were Made channel in the Discord. I nearly lost my dinner when cooking it on stream when I unbalanced the frying pan. Put my thing down.
Goes to show that Sliver can't multitask well.
No. Talking, standing, and stirring? No.
Is the focus on his cooking?
Yeah. No, I just managed to unbalance it because, ironically, it's nice having a gas hob cooker in like going to the kitchen. I like having a gas hob in my kitchen. It's heat on, heat off, done. Great. Downside is the way the supports are done is normally just a couple of cross beams, which means that if you have something balancing off to like the corner rather than straight on it, it just goes. Yeah, I'm hitting the floor now.
I'm out.
Yep, I managed to catch it by the handle and the edge of the saucepan.
The sizzling was the finger.
Mm-hmm. The food was great though. I'm going to be cooking. That was a hashtag ad from HelloFresh, who have sponsored a couple of streams for me over on Twitch. And that was that's been interesting. Not quite as much stuff as I thought, but better. The food was great. But I can definitely see. I think it was Nihilus in your chat. We were having a discussion about the pricing, and I can if the quantity of food that I got was about right, like slightly more than you'd pay for the individual parts, but pre-portioned to the right level. Like if you work it out, it's going to cost more anyway, but you're paying for someone else to package it and prepare a lot of it for you. But not that much more. Like it's the amount that it's taken off is about the same amount of time you've saved by not having to think about it. Whereas as I looked at the prices for in the US and possibly
North America side,
North American one. Wow, it's almost twice the price per meal. It's actually slightly ridiculous, which is disappointing. The food was good. A couple of little bits that could have done a bit better there. I bought myself a new bag of rockets so I can actually have some. One of them actually requires it in the meal. My bag had gone off and gone blur because they hadn't packaged it in the right place and I didn't notice it, which was annoying.
Rockets? I'm sorry. You say rocket, and I'm thinking of the little candies.
Oh no, rocket! It's a bit like it's a leaf. So it's a leafy green leaf.
Okay.
Rocket. Oh God. Arugula. There we go. Arugula is the American one. Rocket is the British name. Yeah. Arugula? Where did you guys get this naming from?
I didn't name it.
I mean, it's Eruca vesicaria is the Latin.
Do I look like I name these things?
Fair. I don't know. Whatever. Latin sativa? Oh God, it's related to that lot. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's not go down the Latin of the three. But yeah, that was it. Was just they'd just gone a little bit. One of them it smells a bit weird. Smells not amazing because it's basically sat there steeping in its own sweat.
It's like me at work.
Yeah, but I didn't know to put it in the fridge, so because it was in the bag of all the non-fridge items. Yeah. But yeah, no, that was fun. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be cooking my next one tonight. I can't decide between the burgers or the pasta. I might go for the pasta because it's basically spend 10-15 minutes prepping it, shove it in the oven. Well, cover it in cheese, shove it in the oven, and then come back in 20. So that might be the thing I do tonight.
And hope the oven doesn't burn down.
I haven't set that thing on fire yet, so it should be okay.
Yet is the key word.
Yet, but yeah, I mean, yeah, in terms of but it's been an interesting one being sponsored. There's a lot more to it than you think of just like, oh yeah, just sign on the dotted line, mention them a few times. You've got to mention things specifically in the right order, the right amount of times. Like, because the first thing when I did the first one was last week when we did It Takes Two, which we'll talk about in a minute because that's been good fun. And you know, it was just like, yes, you've got to talk for 15 minutes after an hour start of your stream and another 15 minutes an hour before the end of your stream, and I'm just like, that sucks. Especially considering when I normally the way my streams normally go. But you know, it's been okay.
And I'm looking I'm looking
He's looking at a meme.
I'm looking at a meme. I am looking at doing the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship just to get that sponsorship out of the way and potentially open the door for more sponsorships.
That's fair. I'm avoiding that game.
I mean, I get it.
I'm avoiding it partially because being sponsored by it has been a meme, and also I can see all the different sponsorship times, and then the amount they're offering has gone down and down and down, and it's actually kind of depressing on that.
I mean, yes, but again, it was one of the. I'm looking at the sponsorships, like stuff from just Stream Elements itself, because this is where a lot of the sponsorships we're getting from are through Stream Elements, and it's like you'll get more opportunities the more sponsorships you take and go through.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I took the HelloFresh, because it worked out in such a way that it wasn't just me. It was something different. The food bit was a different thing. Like, I've watched a few people play Raid Shadow Legends. Ironically, one of the new streamers ended up watching playing Guild Wars 2 has it literally on the side because he's kind of got semi-addicted to it. But it's not a always active. It's not a game you always have to be active on. It's an idle game. So you set up your squad and then you just say, right, go and attack that thing, and then come back in half an hour when they've finished either beating it up or getting beaten up by it. And it's an interesting one. It's definitely designed for monetization, but as is everything these days. But it's yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. That I'll be intrigued at how well that does, because obviously Lucian did
Raid Shadow
Legends recently, and it went okay for him. I'm not sure if he'd ever do it again. We'll have to remember to ask him when he's back on next time, probably. Because he's currently in Greece, cooking himself.
Why is he in Greece?
Holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on holiday in Greece.
I thought he was moving.
No, no. Well, he is moving, but he's not moving to Greece. He's moving like across country.
I know he's not moving to Greece, but I thought he was in the middle of a move.
Yeah, him and his partner are still waiting for the place to be finished.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I had my information wrong.
It's an entire mess. Don't get Lucian started on it. But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it looks like a kind of game you can either get addicted to or get bored of very quickly. Yeah, it's But hey,
we will see.
Yeah, we'll see. If any of you have seen seen people do Raid Shadow Legends and decided to pick it up or been intrigued by it, then let us know in the comments, because that will help Sarin to decide whether it's a good idea or not. I think he's going to do it anyway. And while you're down there, don't forget to press the like button and hit subscribe so you get notified when we're next live in 2 weeks' time, or whatever we do any more content as well. We might do some more co-op content in the future on here. But yeah. Anyway, let's go on to It Takes Two, which has been the game that me and thee have been playing while Lucian's away.
So much fun.
Oh my!
Damn those parents!
Oh my word! How not to parent is it should be.
Yeah, this game is literally just how not to parent. Don't do this.
Yeah.
If you're doing this, you're doing it wrong.
Especially the latest, the last bit. Oh my
god.
That was just, it was just watching a train wreck happen. Ironically, you had a train in it. It's just like, I
just realized the timing of that last scene and what happened today.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
There it goes.
Oh god. Yes, of course. Oh no.
Whoops.
Whoops-a-daisy. Whoopsie. Did we preempt that? No, we've known this is going to be for a while. Yeah, but oh god, the puzzles are brilliant, especially that space one. That space one was good fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, I want to actually the mini game that they had with the lasers and the buttons, the co-op, the competitive mini game. I want that as an actual full game, like an actual full competitive game sort of thing, because that looks like kind of like this nice kind of stupid. I wonder if anyone's actually done that sort of thing, like pull the mini games out and make it into a proper little game.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, because it's the kind of thing that worked well as a party game,
right?
Yeah, because just the sheer madness of that. I wonder if they're going to do like an It Takes Two party game with just the mini games. That would be very fun. But I'm looking forward to continuing on that, because the book is the most annoying character.
Oh,
aside
from
the the only reason that you don't hate the parents more is because you want to hate the book more. It's brilliantly made, brilliantly voiced, brilliantly acted. Absolutely loathe it. It's so well done. I can see why this got this game did really well, especially as it's because it's a forced cooperative game. You don't have to have 2 copies, which has been a godsend for this. Because I've got access to it through Xbox Game Pass, which is absolutely amazing. And it has a friend pass, I think that's what they called it, where someone else can buy it, can download and install it.
The trial, yeah.
The trial game is basically the demo, but it's the full game underneath. And they can only play it if they're invited to a game by someone with the full game. So it means that you can play it with anybody as long as one of you owns it. And with it being on Game Pass, Game Pass through EA Play, because they joined and whatever. How long till Microsoft buys EA, if they haven't already? But yeah, that's very, very useful. There is one thing I really wish that the developers would fix in it, though, which is that you could turn the volume up on the voice lines by like another, like double it, just more. I need more voice volume. I can turn everything else down, I can't turn the voice up anymore. I'll deafen myself when something else happens. It's so annoying because the voice lines are great. Everything's voice acted. Brilliant voice acting. Minor frame drops, but yeah. The puzzles.
That could also be due to the lag, because I'm still waiting for the fiber internet to really kick in.
Might be the latency, might be a few other things. There's a lot of little bits and pieces around there, just like but it's still a decent game. I am enjoying the different types of puzzles. I'm surprised by how many different types of puzzles there are in it. Because you always end up with like I ended up with a flamethrower. A match thrower. Sorry.
A match launcher, and I was spreading around. Was it sap?
Yeah, sap. And it was just like, haha, you put that on there, and I blow it up. Haha, kaboom! And the way
we can blow each other up with that one.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah. It's a pity that couldn't happen.
I mean, we keep having to find like very unique ways on how to kill each other.
We've managed it so far. I think there's a few classic ones. I don't know if they all got clipped, but there are a few brilliant ones that we're gonna have to go back and pull the video out of, because it's just hilarious. But yeah, no, I'm looking for. I'm terrified and looking forward to the next section, because that's on with time.
Right. Oh God.
That's going to be horrendous. Because
timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Yeah, because I think my character gains the ability to clone themselves, and your character gains the ability to literally rewind time. So
control time. Yep.
One of us, I can see myself just falling off an edge, and then you not rewinding it, or rewinding it just to the point where I jump off again.
That would be funny.
That's going to be the way this goes. Oh, and the little bit before that, I wanted to say D&D, the D&D-ish top-down
RPG-ish. Yeah. That was fun.
ARPG. That was great. That was. I kept falling off.
It's a game that has so many different game modes in it.
Yeah,
and it's well done. Honestly, as a game itself, like the story still, I want to see how the story goes. The story's, is doing well because we're invested in this kid's well-being now.
Yeah. we want the parents to not make it if they're going to keep being this stupid. Wait a minute.
Right.
But
but it's the gameplay. It's not repetitive. It's not boring.
Yeah. There's each sub bit is not like is enough to get you invested in it, and then it's just like, and now we take that back and we give you something else. Just the right length of time. It's like ADHD the game. And now you're interested in something completely different. Okay, we can fly on fidget spinners now. Yay!
I'm completely fine with this.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and when they put it on the back, I was just like, we're going to be flying now. That's a helicopter. It's a straight up helicopter. It wasn't a helicopter; it was a heliboard sort of thing.
You're
but
right.
It was still, that was awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with all the different puzzles and stuff on that. Yeah.
Right. Just skimming through the gaming news stuff. A couple of interesting things that are catching my eye.
Okay.
The Division Heartland.
Division? There's a Division thing?
Yeah, Kremlik posted it in the game news on September 6th.
Okay.
Division Heartland. Ubisoft Store leaked new details on the Division Heartland. So there's a Twitter post about it. I don't know if it's a new game entirely or if it's an expansion, but it looks more of an urban scenario rather than the city, like the city core.
Oh god, it's it looks like they're, from the Division where you had the PvP section off to the side where like multiple people could jump in.
This title is set to be a free 45-player PvEVP. Player versus an environment versus player.
It's a battle royale with survival mechanics then. Okay.
Is it?
Probably, because everyone and their dog wants to make a battle royale. It could be interesting. Could be very interesting. It could be a Tarkov style, which I think actually Division 2 got there first. Division, sorry, with the when because you could only go in there to get certain packs.
You go in and you got to extract. Yeah. I mean, that might be interesting to give it a shot one day.
It's got the best price of free. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be out though. So that'll be the one to keep an eye out for. I mean, free means they're going to monetize it some way, which is probably going to be like battle pass or unique skins sort of thing. And yeah, fair enough. I'm partially getting burnt out on some of these battle pass style things because they're just everyone's doing them, and it's like,
what happened to good old completed games?
Yeah, what happened to games you could just sit down and finish? Says the person that's got like 20 unfinished games in their back catalogue right now. Damn. But yeah, no, and also all the rehashing of IPs and stuff. Like this is Tom Clancy's The Division this is a game based on the entire bit of that, which is based on Tom Clancy's entire mess of games that he's got. I mean, you've got that with so many other ones. Like there's a new I think there's the Final Fantasy I wanted to say Final Fantasy Tactics, that's not the one. There was one from Square Enix recently that came out that was I think it's a squad shooter. It's not Outriders, which is the other one, which we need to get back to as well. Speaking of games, we've technically completed the story on that. Yeah.
Well, we've completed the first story. Now it's World Slayer.
Now it's World Slayer. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was one that they had a recent competition.
Babylon's Fall
might be. No, it's not. It's not that one. No, never mind. It was a very recent. It was a fairly recent.
Are you sure it was Square Enix?
Sure, it was Square Enix.
Are you talking about like Fractured? No.
I really can't remember the name of it. Oh well, it's irrelevant now. I'll get a message from Kremlik, and it will be First Soldier. First Soldier. There we go.
Looks over. Hey, there's the message I was waiting for.
First Soldier, the Battle Royale. It's Final Fantasy VII First Soldier. I knew it was a Final Fantasy game. It's based on the training, the idea of the training things from Final Fantasy VII. So you're training to be one of the guards or something like that in there, and it's meant to be that sort of thing. And they had a competition, not a competition. Yeah, no, a competition on it recently. But it looks like it's an Android game, mobile game.
Really?
What am I thinking? Am I really? Is this really the one I was thinking of? I don't know. I think it was First Soldier. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII First Soldier. Another Battle Royale! Because we need a Battle Royale!
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Why not? It's just a season for Battle Royales.
Yeah. I think we're going to have Battle Royales for the next several years until they finally die out.
Right.
Oh, God. But, I mean, what was the last one you played? Battle Royale style? Probably... Apex?
I mean, yeah?
I think Apex for you, yeah.
No, I know I tried some other ones. We just had that, the one where we dropped down onto the planet.
Oh, yes. Because we remembered that one so well. So memorable. Such a memorable game.
Oh, such a great game.
Yeah. Does anyone remember what it was called? I'm completely forgotten as well. I think it began with an E. Oh, God. But yeah. Have I still got it installed? I don't know.
I'm going through my Steam library right now. I'm just like, all right, where are you?
Yeah, I don't think I've got it installed anymore. Nope, never
Probably
mind.
not.
It's gone. It's irrelevant. Yeah, it was a little survival style one that came out and had its time and disappeared entirely.
As far as survival games go, battle games, I did enjoy Scum.
Scum's not a battle royale.
I guess not.
It's a PvP survival game, or PvP possible survival game. But it's an actual survival game as well.
They're doing so much in terms of game mechanics.
That's true.
Oh my god. Like fishing, they've gone to immense level of details when it comes to fishing. Like certain fish, you have a better chance catching at certain times of day or night.
Oh,
with various lures. And certain fish are only able to be caught in the ocean, which is surrounding the island, not in the rivers or the lakes.
I am impressed by what Scum has done so far.
So they've done that. It's just so much. Like I feel like once they allow communities to host and launch their own servers
without having to pay dedicated hosts.
Yeah. Yes, without having to pay a dedicated host. I feel like this would be a phenomenal community game.
I mean, it's after finding out that they don't get a kickback from those dedicated hosts that's made this the most annoying. Because people were under the impression, including I think Wasted was under the impression that the reason they weren't doing this was because they were getting a kickback for every one of the servers that were bought from the dedicated hosts.
And they're not?
Yeah, they're not, no.
Then I don't understand why they haven't released the servers.
Don't know. I can understand it being complex because they need a database thing behind it. It's not simple like even Atlas. Atlas is relatively complex, and that's been released, supposedly.
Maybe.
You need a Redis server behind it, and need to connect that up. MySQL is just slightly more complex. I think it's MySQL. But it's still not outside the realm of figuring that out. So, hopefully it's something that comes out next year in terms of things. Like, it's been such a drought for games this year.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of games coming out. The Forest 2, Sons of the Forest is coming out. That's what I'm looking for. Soon. Hang on.
Soon TM. Okay. Because
soon TM.
I know I've got 2 games that I'm waiting for that come out next week.
They've got the release date pushed back to February 2023.
There we go. This is the thing that keeps happening this year is everything gets pushed back. I know next week, so in a week's time, Metal Hellsinger comes out on the 15th, which is the rhythm FPS shooter. I don't think they can go back on that.
They can.
It literally says on Steam 15th of September. So they've locked it in, and I think because they had the demo, they had the demo out, and the demo was solid. I don't think they've got that many issues with it. I think they've done right. It has been delayed a few times, but it's not.
Broken.
It's not been broken. Oh, I may not have to. I may still buy it though. It looks like it's going to be available on Game Pass. I'm happy about that.
Nice.
The other game I'm looking forward to is another rhythm game, which is Melatonin. Along the lines of some of the other style ones. You've played rhythm games like Guitar Hero and stuff.
Yeah, I've played Guitar Hero.
Yeah. Have you ever played any of these style of ones, which is where it's you're not trying to imitate a guitar or anything like that. You're doing something to a particular rhythm in the song. Like Rhythm Heaven. I've
not played any of those.
No, it might be an interesting one to take. It's very chill and very aggravating at the same time. But it's like instead of it being it's still done to a song, but you end up doing you've got to jump at a particular time, and there are audio cues for you've got to now jump twice, or you've got to do a long jump. That's just one of the examples.
Okay,
and it's a rhythm based visual game, and it's a well known method of doing this, where you end up with like 4 or 5 individual game modes. So in the original, in the demo, you had one where you were jumping on mobile phones, sending tweets or setting off streams and stuff like that. And you were just jumping, And there was another one which was like you were scanning swiping a credit card to the bit as things were going past you on a display shelf. It's nice. There's silly things like that, and you get like 4 of those ones, and you're doing that one perfectly each time, and then there's the super mode of it, where they take all of those, slice them all up, and put them all together in one little game. And you got to get through that without making a mess. They're interesting little games. They're interesting games. You should. I say you should give it a little look. It's very pastel, very pastel colors.
I've already got enough on my plate.
I tell you what, Lady Sarin should play it.
She's got enough on her plate. I mean, I'm lucky that for this week we were able to like sit down and me, Lady Sarin, and Fluffle were able to sit down and play some Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, we have a moment to sit down.
We have time. I mean,
then Lady Sarin passed out shortly after.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. Hey, no, maybe you'll get more maybe with the new job you'll have more time to play games, because that seems to be the maybe after doing all the training and all that jazz, and you're like, I'm going to come home and not play anything with an airplane in
time?
It. Maybe
in 2 years' time.
Yeah, but
yeah.
In 2 years' time, Genius would be big enough for you to really take him on in some video games.
Right.
get him into Breakpoint. There we go.
Yeah.
Speaking of games we never get just games we never get a chance to play again.
I mean, we had a chance, and then you decided to play It Takes Two instead. So.
And you liked it, didn't you?
I mean, yeah, not wrong there.
But yeah, no, there's definitely. Oh god, we're gonna have to take a month off each at the same time and just play all the games we keep saying we're going to finish through, and just be on stream for a solid month. that would be kind of cool, actually. That would actually be kind of cool.
There's not much games that I have solo that I need. I'm playing through Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Right. October, I should be doing the next Dead Space, because I did that last year.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the new Dead Space? The new one from the Dead Space devs?
No.
Ooh. Oh god, what the hell is it? What's it called? Callisto Protocol.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a survival game done by the devs of, and you can see the art style comes from it.
Interesting.
And I would recommend going and having a look at that, because it's scheduled for release beginning of December. It's got definite ideas from Dead Space, and there's environmental hazards. There's you got to remove the limbs from it before it so it can't hit you. And it seems it's also got this sort of gravity gun style psychic-ish power, so you can pick things up and throw them into walls or fans or giant, for some reason, grinders that are in the middle of a room for reasons unknown.
Why not?
Yeah.
No, I am looking to... Yeah, so Mass Effect is a big one that I want to finish. Do the Dead Space series. Get through Star Wars Squadron on hard mode. That's a big one.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple hours of that, and it's like, whew. I mean, and there should be some new Star Wars games coming out next year as well.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's been a lot on the horizon.
There's been a lot of talk for various Star Wars games. You got Star Wars Eclipse, which is set in the early ages of Star Wars. I mean, Yoda's not even a thought in his parents' mind at that point.
Yeah, you see, Star Wars: The Old Republic, so the the MMO.
There was some updates to that as well. Yeah. No, Star Wars Eclipse is completely separate. It's a single player game.
Okay.
So let me see.
Not one I've come across, but I kind of leave it to you for the Star Wars stuff. God, estimated. Oh God, we're looking at 2027 to 2028
for what?
For Eclipse.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while. Okay, we've got time to finish the other games before that. Because I know I've got Cyberpunk to finish, which has just had a DLC announcement.
And, that didn't it?
Yeah, new DLC. Them trying to fix the police again. A mobile game.
Why?
I don't know. They've pulled a mobile game out called Roach Race, which is a horse racing thing. I'm not entirely sure. Roach Race minigame. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Edge Runners update is available today. It was available today on Tuesday. Adds Roach Race minigame, and which is available in game and on mobile. What? So they ported Android to the game. That's why it runs so crap. They ported the entirety of Android to it. Some new Ripper bit, photo mode, transmogs, Martinez. They added the transmog thing in, so you can now look the way you want instead of having to look like utter garbage while picking the absolute best stats. Because for some reason the worker boots are more. For some reason the heels are better than the worker boots. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I need to get back to 2077 at some point. It is a fun game. It's definitely not what they promised it would be, but it's definitely it definitely looked like a lot of people that have played it at release are definitely saying it's better now than it was at release by a long shot.
Might be worth taking a second look at it and going down a different character path.
Yeah, maybe. I want to finish the playthrough I'm doing. But I also have. It's been so long since I've played that, like over a year now.
Yeah,
I've still got the save.
But again, there's so much to try to get through.
Yeah, and the problem I do also find with it is if I was playing them for myself a lot, if I was just playing them offline for myself, and I'd probably got through it.
Probably.
Yeah, but the other thing is when you're streaming it, you're kind of you like, even if you say you're not, you're kind of keeping an eye on that viewers number. Like, how many people have I got interested? Is it worth me swapping games? Should I do something else? Has it been working? Like, I mean, hell, we did that. We actually had that. We chatted that, but just before stream.
You were looking at that just before stream. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just going through with the game.
Yeah. Well, ironically
I'm invested in the game. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, your two games at the moment, Raft and Mass Effect, are your two best games.
They're doing well right now.
Yeah. No, and the Raft one is is a very interesting one because every playthrough is completely different. Like, the storyline in Raft is the same. But how you get there is like you've got people that will try and do it quickly, try and do it as efficiently as possible, make utter hellscapes. I'm looking at you, Josh from Let's Game It Out.
Was he the one that built that giant tornado thing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He built the giant tornado thing in
that thing was hilarious.
Yeah. And then he found out. And then he found out that the planks you could just place, the infinite length planks you could get, you could just place down, and they have no structural integrity. So he literally just had this spider web of tendrils and stuff going out. They literally was just like, oh, I need to go over there. Oh, I'm just going to make this just extend all the way around to here. Yay!
And you know what else the funny thing is? He went to go break one of those off, and it collapse the ones within the short range and like within the close render range.
Yeah.
But anything medium and far remained stationary. So you had just these spider webs that were not connected to the raft just following him along.
But you could still climb on them. It was.
Oh my god!
Like they've massively broken that many things. I like. Let's Game It Out and Dangerously Funny are two YouTubers I follow for the sheer hilarity of what happens when they're let loose on a game. And yeah, what they've both done to Raft is just abysmal. I think Dangerously Funny managed to make his because there was no speed cap. He added, and every time you add a new sail, your Raft gets percentage faster.
Does it?
It does. You don't notice. You only notice it after it's diminishing returns after about 5. So he stuck 10,000 on it. It's an amazing video because he accidentally fell off the raft and went, oh. Bye. As he turned around, the raft is already gone, and then all of a sudden, the ocean despawned.
Wait, so the ocean spawned around the raft.
The raft is the center of the world. If you fall off the raft, you're screwed.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was just gone. It's just the amazing ways you can straight up break servers break that game is just amazing. I haven't gone out of my way. I haven't gone out of my way to try to break a game in a long time. Not since I started making that crane flying in our Space Engineers game. Or Scrap Mechanics.
Launching you 1,000 miles in Scrap Mechanics. That was funny.
We need to get back to that game at some point. I think that might be one to reinvestigate when Lucian's back and we've done a bit more.
That might be a good one for our Friday game.
Maybe
it's Friday multiplayer, because I have a couple things, because we would have Griff and Nihilus and Jet that all played that before with us.
Yeah, that could be interesting, because I don't know what they've done with that game as well. That's another thing. This is the thing as well. This is why these days I don't bother going for early access games, for the sheer reason of what's happened with Space Engineers, with Raft, with Scrap Mechanic. There's 3 games that I have put multiple tens of hours into. Or played enough that I know the gameplay, but like Raft is the example. It's not actually that high on mine. I've put 35 hours in, but I've been playing this since I got it when it first came out, and they didn't really have a story to it. So I've done most of what's in there and got bored of it. There is with all the extra stuff, like you didn't used to be able to tame animals when I first played it. It was just building a raft and surviving the shark. And it's completely different these days. And it's really annoying because you look at that and go, right, okay, I can come back to this and say, it's all changed. Can I be bothered to go back to it? Same with Scrap Mechanic. I don't know what's gone on with that. I've got 50 hours in Scrap Mechanic. What?
They've
have so many patch notes updated from June, and they've had major updates and challenge modes and all sorts of things.
And golf.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why I these days, I don't know how you are with these, Sarin, but when you see a early access title, I look at early access on it, sigh, and then have to go and look at the reviews and what they're doing with this, and whether or not it's going to be early access because they haven't figured out where they're going with this, or early access because they've finished the game, they're trying to squash all the game design and what they're actually doing with it. They're just trying to squash all the bugs before full release.
When I see early access games, I throw them on my wish list. And then after a little bit, someone in the community is like, hey, it'd be interesting to see you play this. And it's all of a sudden in my inventory.
Right. Okay. I've got to say, there's a lot of Space Engineers is one of the weird ones, because obviously I've fallen out with that one.
You have fallen out, which we had some fun in that one.
Oh yeah, no, I've got so many good memories in that game, and that's the most annoying thing about it, because I just can't bring myself to play it anymore. It's just I don't find it as fun as I first did. Which
there's only so much you can do in it.
Yeah,
like there's so much you could do in it. There's so much you can mess around with it. Like even with the new parts and everything, it's like cool. New cosmetics.
Yeah, but when you get
the same.
But when you get to that stage as well, it's very much you get to a point where you've done everything that you want to try and do with it. Like obviously, I kind of would like to try and make some more big stupid machines, like the giant doors on the front of the Gentleman's Folly, because I like those sort of things. Without my server crashing, yeah. The server was fine. It was Lucian that was the problem. Lucian's machine just couldn't handle the size of it. Oh my.
Well, I mean, you do have a server now.
I do have a server that will definitely handle that game.
I mean, it could be something we could test out, port in, that big ass ship, see if we could actually finish it.
Yeah, I know Lucian's been working on it in the background, so we'd have to bring in that. But that could be something to maybe look again. But it's the mechanical things. I'm not like. From a mechanical perspective, there's a lot of stuff that's limited in it, and that's part of the fun of it, is figuring out how to do the thing. But like, you tend to hit a wall a lot earlier in that sort of gameplay, whereas like Lucian's in it a lot more for the aesthetics. Aesthetics go on forever. Like you can just go, oh, what about this color, and then you come up with another idea, and you go, oh, what if I lay it with this, and then and like the opportunities are almost infinite. And you're semi in the middle of that, aren't you? Because you like building something that looks cool, and you like making something that does something interesting. So
I build things for the function of it. Honestly, I mean, what was my last thing? It was giant hydrogen engines.
Oh God!
Right? It was just it was a scrapper builder, right?
Yeah.
That's all it was. It was a bomb ship.
Yes. Well, yeah. But you like that sort of like make it for the problem. I think that was the other problem we had with that was, especially with that save, was we just ended up with it being. We'd got to the point where it was in creative mode now. We'd hit survival creative mode. Like,
I think Bob breaks the difficulty of it.
That's true. Yeah.
So
yeah, which is a pity, but yes, it definitely does. That might be something to think about at some point. Hey, let us know if. Hey, another call out for the comment section.
Another call out for the comment section, and another come out for that like button.
Oh yes, subscribe
and bell.
Yes, get notified when we go live. But yes, in the comment section, if you'd actually like to see some Space Engineers content,
Space Engineers,
whether that includes me or not is a different question. But I will help them set up servers and stuff because I know how to do that. But yes, that scrap mechanic, those sort of multiplayer creative. Survival-y games, or just general stupidity you'd like to see just happen, because quite frankly it's possible. Like at the moment we probably should do some more on the Satisfactory server, because we've got the community Satisfactory server that's up and is running right now. If you've got Satisfactory and you want to join in, brokenrespawn.tv/discord, join in there. The details are in there, and you can come play with us lot on there. That's been running fine as far as I know. No one's complained to me about it. We've all been playing Monster Hunter Rise.
Because no one's been on it.
Yeah, but yeah. And obviously, as more games come out, we'll definitely look at adding more servers to the Broken Respawn thing, which has been running quite well actually. The whole Broken Respawn community has been kind of it's growing.
I mean, I'm having a hard time keeping up with all the chatter, just because it's a lot bigger than what I'm used to.
It's fine.
But yeah, no, it's definitely going through well. I'm happy we made that merge.
Yeah, because I'm. It's not that it's easier to grow in a larger community. It's not technically that. It's no easier than growing as just a separate community. But it does mean that we're exposed. We can help each other a lot more about it. Especially with like Cades is running the Sunday events. So if you're into Monster Hunter Rise at the moment, that's what we're doing on Sundays. As well, I'm playing through Guild Wars. I'm probably looking at getting myself building up an actual Broken Respawn guild in Guild Wars 2, and possibly Guild Wars as well, because Cades really hates Guild Wars 2 for some reason. Not that I'll be able to play all that much of both, but whatever. maybe in the future. But also, there's all sorts of other things. Like we've recently started up a cooking channel.
I mean, you have.
I have. Well, you created it.
Did I?
Yeah, you created it.
I didn't create no kitchen.
You called it Team Kitchen.
I called it Team Kitchen. Yes.
Yeah, you created it. It's your fault. But
Fine.
All the various bits, all the various bits in the Discord, spanning various different interests, more than just gaming, and just any particular type of game. So yeah, join us over there. However, I think we've been going for an hour and 5,
just a little bit over,
a little bit over normal time. So I think we shall call it there. So as there's no one else to scream at first, Sarin, your shout outs.
All right. Well, since we were talking about Raft, you guys will see that more on Friday. Hopefully with myself, Griff, Nihilus, and Jet, as we're going to be hitting the new content that was recently released for Raft. So stay tuned for that, because that is going to be interesting. Beyond that, Wednesday stream looks like normal, and then the following Friday on the 16th, my stream will be delayed by a couple hours, as I will be sweating profusely during the interview I will be taking.
Good luck.
So, great. Hope to see you all there on those days. And Sliver, over to you.
Yeah, and I'm TBSliver. I'm live Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday over on Twitch every evening from 8 p.m. UK time. I changed it. I made it say UK rather than BSD. Made it say the right thing. I remembered a thing. You can find me on TBSliver on all the socials. I stream variety games and stuff from a developer viewpoint. Sometimes I actually stream development occasionally. Tomorrow I will be playing some... At the moment I'm split between Reventure and Guild Wars 2. We'll decide. I might look at playing a new game I've been keeping an eye on, but we'll find out if I bother getting it tomorrow, because I've got a few more things to keep an eye on. But join me tomorrow over on twitch.tv/TBSliver, and we'll see how it all goes. I think you start slightly earlier, don't you, Sarin?
Generally.
You start not even midday. You start early morning for your time, don't you?
Yeah, 11 a.m. my time.
11 a.m. So about 6 p.m. UK time, and I start at 8. So you can definitely catch both of us without truly screwing up either. And to be honest, if you want to stick with Sarin, I fully understand it, because the Raft stuff sounds very interesting.
Especially with the new stuff coming out.
Yeah, with the new bits and pieces. So yeah, apart from that, thank you very much everyone for joining us today. If you haven't already, hit that like button. It helps us a lot. Drop a comment in the comment box below on anything you've liked from this, or you think might be a useful thing, or something that we might maybe look at for us playing together. Yeah,
in the future.
Apart from that, thank you very much everyone, and we will catch you next time in about 2 weeks' time. Ta-ra.
Take care.